Now let's look at some formulae then. So these are formulae you should all be quite familiar with by now. But just in case you need them, there's the ionic charges down at the bottom here. Remember, group 1 molecules have all got a 1 plus charge when they're ions. Group 2 have all got plus 2. Group 3 plus 3. Group 4 can be plus or minus 4. Group 5 minus 3. Group 6 minus 2. Group 7 minus 1. And group 8 or 0 don't have a charge because they don't form ions. Okay, so you can think of it as being symmetrical around this bit here, around group 4 with a mirror here. So you've got plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, mirror, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 in terms of charges on the ions. Okay, so water, straightforward, we know the formula is H2O. Sodium chloride, sodium is in group 1, so 1 plus. Chloride is, or chlorine is in group 7, so it's 1 minus charge there as a chloride. So 1 plus and a 1 minus, we don't need to play with the formula, it's literally NaCl. Hydrogen, again, you should be recognising by now, it's a gas, it's diatomic, therefore it's H2. Chlorine is in group 7. All of group 7 elements exist as diatomic molecules. Diatomic means 2 atoms. Okay, so it's also got the formula Cl2. We're then left with sodium hydroxide. Sodium is in group 1. A hydroxide ion is an OH with a 1 minus charge, so you have a 1 of each, and you get sodium hydroxide NaOH. Okay, now this next question asks you to give any trends, so let's have a look at the data that's been given. You're looking at the group 1 metals here, so going down the group. The hardness, is there any trend in the hardness? Well, if we look here, it's fairly hard to cut, then it's easy to cut, and then it's very easy to cut. So what does that suggest about the hardness? Well, it's getting softer as you go down the group. The density, is there any pattern in the density? So density in grams per centimetre cubed. Don't worry too much about the units, but we're looking for patterns here. So here it's quite low, then it goes higher, and then it goes back down again. So there's no clear trend there in the density. The melting points, you've got melting points of 180, followed by 98, followed by 68. So quite clearly the melting point decreases as we go down the group. Okay, so here we go, the elements get softer as we go down the group, there's no pattern in the density, and the melting point decreases. Another bit about formulae here, what these tell us this time, so instead of coming up with it, it's what they're telling us. So here, let's have a look. H2O, we know that's water. What does this L in the brackets tell us? It tells us that it's a liquid. Na here. Sorry, if you see the yellow little thing moving around where my cursor is, that's because I can't actually see it on my screen until I've moved it, so I do apologise about that. So here, sodium Na, okay, solid, there we go. Chlorine Cl2, it's a molecule, but here it tells us that it's a gas. Sodium chloride, here NaCl, sodium chloride, solid because of the S there. Now this is one that usually throws students, NaCl with AQ. AQ stands for aqueous, and therefore it means that it's in solution, it's dissolved in water.